Coming up on Ram News, are you prepared to graduate? And North Carolina residents play to win the big money. Next.
From the campus of Winston-Salem State University, this is Ram News.
Hello, I'm Tim Pulliam. 3 weeks and counting, time draws near for WSSU seniors to march across the stage to pomp and circumstance. Are they really ready to graduate? Cherelle Phelps has the story.
Are you a rising senior on track to graduate? If you are, it is very important to know your graduation requirements.
It's very important to make sure you have the right courses that you need to graduate. Don't want to be here extra semesters. Time you could have been out making money, doing other things, better things. Don't want to be here longer than you have to.
It's very important. With you being a senior, I mean, you got to pay for every class that you take, so you don't want to be taking more classes than you need. And plus, when time comes around for graduation, you're straight. You don't have to worry about, okay, I have to take this class last minute, or I have to do an extra semester just for one class.
So where do you go to find out if you're on the right track?
You need to check with your counselor, your advisors in your departments. Check your paradigm, make sure everything is correct. You can also go on the internet and check your hours, make sure you have correct 30 hours. Everybody needs 30 hours to move up.
I speak to my advisor over there, and then once in a while I'll go to the department head just to make sure I've done everything and, taking my mandatory classes.
We asked these rising seniors what advice they would give to incoming students.
Make sure you take an A when you can take an A. Don't settle for a C or a B. Always do your best.
Make sure that you're on your P's and Q's. Make sure you're constantly going to see your advisor because it's a new environment. There's things that you don't know about that they can help you with. That's what they're here for.
My advice is to knock out all your core classes early.
Be sure that you are on the right track for graduating. For Ram News, this is Cherelle Phelps.
Seniors must have at least 120 hours and a minimum grade point average of 2.0 to participate in the spring 2006 commencement. The graduation ceremony will be held on May 6th at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Past U.S. Civil Rights Commissioner Dr. Mary Frances Berry will give the keynote address. For more information, visit the school's website. March 30th marked the official start day of the lottery in our state. North Carolina is the 42nd state to have a lottery. Seth Bowman visits the vendors and the players.
At gas stations across North Carolina, people are lining up to play the lotto.
They come in 15, 20 at a time, spending $200-300, some of them.
Almost 5,000 retailers across the state are selling tickets so far.
I mean, it should have been here for years because everybody was taking the same amount of money that they win in right here in Winston-Salem now, North Carolina. And, this money is staying right here in this state rather than going to South Carolina and to Virginia.
Well, I think it's a good chance for, kids to educate the kids with some money.
35% of each dollar spent goes to educational programs, such as the reduction of class sizes and school construction.
I work out of town a whole lot in recent years. See a lot of people go out of state buying lottery tickets, and so that'll keep the money down in North Carolina.
The lottery raked in $24 million worth of ticket sales in the first 5 days alone.
Yeah, a lot of tickets. All day and all night in a busy.
The games feature scratch-off tickets, but North Carolina is scheduled to join the multi-state Powerball lottery May 30th.
Take $2 or $3 and they're gonna be a millionaire almost sometimes, $5, It's a good thing, and glad it's here. It took a little while, but I'm glad it's here, and I expect to win something.
Whether you're for it or against it, the North Carolina Lottery is here to stay. For Ram News, I'm Seth Bowman, reporting.
2 new scratch-off lottery games will be available April 18th. The games are $25,000 Payday and Fast Fives. 4 scratch-off games are currently available from the state lottery. In the first 2 weeks, lottery sales totaled $51 million. Over $25 million has been paid out in prizes. The school year is ending and students are searching for internships. Whether looking for part-time or full-time work, WSSU Career Services provides students with help. Ashleigh Taylor files the report.
In a world filled with students and college grads, getting a job can be hard.
Sometimes I worry about finding a job.
Winston-Salem State University offers a place for students in their career search.
We offer a number of services for our students, anything ranging from resume help, which means dropping off your resume. We will critique your resume for you. We set up mock interviews that take place every Friday in our office. We help students with just basic workshops ranging from networking, how to be successful on a job, just some of the things that are very important to students.
There are millions of job opportunities. Let Career Services help you narrow it down to one.
Coming to Career Services because I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my major, so I was hoping that Career Services could help me.
I'm the internship coordinator on our campus, so we help our students find summer internships or even internships throughout the school year.
Career Services sponsors activities such as the Teachers Fair and does resume critiques.
Well, I came to research some jobs and internships in this area and my hometown. And I also came to research my major, stuff like that.
Next time you are in need of advice, contact the Career Center in 301 the Thompson Center. For RAM News, this is Ashleigh Taylor reporting.
Critical field areas that are offering.
Career Services urges students to register for mock interviews and career workshops. Log on to the WSSU website and click on the Career Services page. At the site, you can also submit your resume for potential employers to see. And in health news, are weight problems causing you stress and low self-esteem? With all the diet fads on the market, it can be difficult to lose weight the proper way. Gracious Givens investigates this diet dilemma.
Dieting is common in today's society. Have you ever taken time out of your day to plan a healthy diet? Many students have.
Yes, I have been on a diet.
And what type of diet did you have?
It was a diet that I made up myself. I mainly ate three meals a day, fruits, vegetables. I try to cut out a lot of greasy foods, and I exercise 90 minutes.
Eating healthy meals is a great way to start a healthy diet. Exercise is one of the key ways to have a great, strong diet. Many feel that dieting is a waste of time, so because of this, they turn to diet pills.
I think diet pills don't work. Diet pills are a waste of time. I think make you go to the bathroom a lot and throw up and things of that nature.
Dieting can also be viewed in a negative way.
I've heard bad diets can cause severe, health problems. Heard a good way is the diet. They always talk about carbs and sugars and cut out, just certain things. And some people cut out too much of the nutrients their body needs.
In order to obtain a healthy diet, eat vegetables, exercise, and plan every meal precisely. For RAM News, I am Gracious Givens reporting.
If you're overweight, there are options. Researchers suggest accepting yourself first, then committing to losing the weight properly. A combination of exercise and healthy eating habits are the basics of any recommended diet plan. Because dieting affects your health, consult your physician before starting any new diet or physical activity. As RAM News returns, how you may be throwing away your money when you throw away your mail, and who will be the next Mr. Ram and Miss WSSU. All of that is next. Everyone's mailbox is crowded with applications that contain personal information. Learn how not to be a victim of identity theft with Jovan McLean.
Identity theft hits Americans every 3 to 5 seconds, according to statistics. And it doesn't discriminate. It can start from your mail being laid around to you making a purchase with your credit card in the bookstore. Identity theft is on the rise, but there are ways to protect yourself.
Their campus box number, their zip code that's unique to this university, 27110, and Winston-Salem State University, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, 27110.
On average, a person spends 600 hours reclaiming their credit or their identity. So what are students doing to protect themselves from becoming victims?
What I do to protect myself from identity theft is basically like when you get a receipt for your like what you have in your bank account, I would rip it up and throw it away, or I would stash it in like a drawer underneath my clothes or somewhere where only I would know.
My mom taught me that anything I received in the mail, whether it had personal information, social security, anything, after I was finished, to just tear it up and throw it in the trash.
Get it out of the box. They had the option to throw it away, to They can have it forwarded or whatever they want to do with it. We cannot do that for them.
When your identity is stolen, it can affect your medical records, financial, and personal issues. Don't become a victim. Your trash can be somebody else's treasure. For RAM News, I'm Jovan McLean reporting.
Many people do not realize how easily criminals can obtain our personal data without having to break into our homes. Log on to www.fbi.gov to learn more on how you can protect your identity. Who will be our next Miss WSSU and Mr. Ram? Candidates previewed their talents in a showcase last week. Follow Bridgette Mitter as she leads us on the road to the red carpet.
Today, April the 4th, 2006, SU students are here at K.R. Williams Auditorium to prove that they have what it takes to be Miss WSSU and Mr. Ram. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Mr. and Miss WSSU of 2005-2006. Students came out to see and support Jason Lewis, Thisha Woodley, Tiffany Turner, as well as Cherelle Jacobs.
Though Jason is the only candidate, I think he exemplifies a lot of the attributes that Mr. WSSU should have, so I'm glad he's running.
Cherelle, I think she's the best candidate for the job. She's nice, she's first class, she can dress. When you see her, she's happy, she speaks. She's not stuck up, and I guess she'd be the best one.
Now, for the talent competition.
I'm mother to women. I'm mother to men. I cook, I clean, I nurse, I clean.
We now move on to formal winner.
At the end of the showcase, I spoke to a few of the candidates.
I am an example of that, stepping out my box, taking chances, and telling everybody that it's okay to make mistakes.
Bringing the Mr. Ram a bigger presence on campus, because he always does a lot of things off the yard in the Mr. HBCU pageant, but what really matters to the students is what you do for them on the yard.
Hopefully you made your vote count on April the 11th, 2006. This is Bridgette Mitter reporting for RAM News.
The crowning of Mr. Ram and Miss WSSU is a proud tradition. Log on to the school website to see the election results. Now turning to the weather. We've had cool mornings but warm afternoons. Will this trend continue? Kim Binko is standing by in the Ram Weather Center with the forecast. Kim.
Thanks, Tim. I'm Kim with Ram Weather. Let's see what the forecast has in store for us. One of the things that's coming up this weekend is Easter. Most people give chocolates or baskets. One of the fads that's growing is giving baby chicks. They come in an assortment of colors and they can be shipped anywhere, so it's just an interesting thing. For the weather today, it's high in the 70s, very nice day, sunny, no cloud coverage in the sky, no rain. Enjoy the day. For the radar, the only thing that's really happening is midweek there's going to be some cloud coverage, still nice, warm, beautiful days. At the beginning of next week, some rain's going to come in, but that's next week, so enjoy this week. For Thursday, the high is 82, low is 57 and cloudy. Friday, it's a sunny day, high of 84, low of 67. Saturday, it's sunny again, almost into the 90s, high of 89, low of 65. Sunday, there's a high of 83, low of 63 and cloudy. Monday gets a little stormy with a high of 83, low of 60. Tuesday, it continues with a high of 82, low of 53. The storm should be clearing up then, so you don't really have to worry about it for the rest of the week. That's all for the forecast.
Do you agree with passing out colored chickens for Easter?
I don't know. I don't know exactly how they dye them, but it doesn't really seem that humane. But I mean, they're cute. They're
Well, I wonder, do people really take care of them? You know what I mean? Because they do get bigger.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Friends episode where they got a baby chicken turned into a rooster.
It turned into a rooster.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow. Okay, so what are your plans for the Easter break?
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Me too. I want to visit some family and catch up on some, old times with my friends.
That's good.
All
That's
right.
good.
And you're going back to New York?
Yes.
Okay, well, coming ahead on RAM News, we're going to go to the sports report with Anthony Bean next.
Time now for Ram Sports.
I'm Anthony Bean with Ram Sports. Are you one of those people who think golf is boring? Well, there's a place in Winston that wants to prove you wrong. Our Krystal Knight hits the green.
Recognize this sport, SU? Golf is an enjoyable sport that many people are now considering their favorite pastime. Putt-Putt golf is a great way to get out and spend quality time with your family or just to have fun with a few friends.
Weekends we have a lot of teenagers early afternoon and adults mid-afternoon with their families.
Here at Putt-Putt, there are 18 holes, leaving you plenty of room to practice and perfect your golf skills. Tournaments are every Thursday and select weekends, so if you need some extra cash...
I won about $200 out here last year playing in it.
So whether you're serious about golf or just playing for kicks, Putt-Putt offers a variety of activities for your enjoyment. This is Krystal Knight, reporting for Ram News.
No one is exactly sure who invented miniature golf. Most historians place its start around the turn of the 20th century. In 1928, an entrepreneur named Garnett Carter began charging people 10 cents a round to mini golf courses he built on the rooftops of New York City skyscrapers. This commercial form of mini golf became popular with celebrities. By the 1930s, Americans had taken to the game in droves. During that decade, more than 30,000 mini golf courses sprang up across the country. The lanes are open and the pins are stacked. If you're ready to roll, bowling may be the sport for you. Our Terri Day has a story.
Anytime's a good time for bowling here at WSSU. Ram Sports went to local bowling alley, Creekside Lanes, to talk to people involved in this entertaining and physically demanding sport.
It's pretty difficult. I played soccer all through high school, but of course that includes a lot of running. Bowling's a little bit more laid back, but it is a little bit more difficult trying to knock the pins down.
Bowling is a sport that requires a lot from the player.
Not only does it take time, effort, and practice, but you got to stick with it. It's just like any other thing you do. I mean, if you don't stick with something, you're not going to be good at it. The more you practice, the better you are.
Most bowling alleys have leagues for interested parties and for any skill level.
We have a menagerie of leagues. It can range from schools to businesses to just public coming in, wanting to meet someone. Those leagues that we have, they're at different times. Some of them start at 6, some start at 8. It's a really, really good way to meet people, to have some fun. Plus, you get exercise when you're bowling too.
For those needing a break from a streak of bad luck, there are snack bars and arcades at most lanes. For Ram News, this is Terri Day reporting.
All right, thank you.
There are 150 million bowlers in the world. Despite bowling's appeal, the sport has not yet been recognized by the International Olympic Committee. A worldwide bowling association with 125 member nations has been formed to promote bowling. To gain acceptance, the Bowling Association has held competitions at Olympic host sites such as Atlanta, Georgia, and Salt Lake City, Utah.
Very interesting. All right, thank you for that sports
problem,
report. Coming up on Ram News, Ashleigh Neal checks out SU students' footwork. We'll be right back. Clothes may make the man or woman, but what about the shoes? Footwear not only completes the outfit, but shoes say a lot about the person wearing them. Regardless of your shoe style, SU students have them all covered, from the newest Air Force Ones to the hottest pumps. Ashleigh Neal takes a walk in other students' shoes.
As spring appears, students have a new appreciation for the shoes they wear. What shoes are WSSU students wearing to stand out from the crowd?
I have on some Air Force Ones, some exclusive Air Force Ones.
And why do you like them?
Because they're very unique and you really won't see nobody with these shoes on.
I'm wearing Gianni beanie shoes. They're brass gold.
All right.
You know, they're not just the regular gold, they're brass gold.
These are Johnson & Murphy, semi-square toe, pretty professional look. Got a deerskin on the top, you know what I'm saying, make them stand out a little bit.
We found one student on campus who has an outrageous stock of shoes.
Because I have a big shoe fetish, and even though I don't have clothes to wear with them, I don't have a job this semester, so a lot of these shoes I haven't worn yet. But one day I'll find something to wear with them, even if it's just one outfit.
Ever heard that saying, shoes make the outfit? Without shoes, your outfit would not be complete. For Ram News, I'm Ashleigh, your reporter.
How much should a good pair of shoes cost? Well, the world's most expensive pair of women's shoes cost a cool $2 million. The 4.5-inch stiletto sandals are studded with 565 platinum set diamonds, including one big 5-carat stone. The so-called Cinderella slipper, designed by Stuart Weitzman, was worn by singer Alison Krauss at the 2004 Oscars ceremony. Well, that's all for Ram News. I'm Tim Pulliam. Have a good day and good night.